Hi folks, Pat here in New Brunswick, Canada. This is just the first update on my garden. This is Tumbling Tom. I started these seeds inside. I don't have a greenhouse, but I started them on the windowsill. They're looking pretty good. They have a few flowers on them, but they're not tumbling yet. Remains to be seen. I've got 2 rows of potatoes. The ones on the right are earlies. The variety is Norland. They're a nice smooth red skin potato. The ones on the left are late or main crop russets. The only reason I plant those 2 is because I have scab in my soil and these 2 are scab resistant. So we're trying those this year. The peas are growing along the fence. The variety for this one is Alexandra. And in the back, the other variety is Sabre, which is a little shorter, more of a dwarf variety. They're both good. I have a few pole beans. I got these seeds from Pickerick in the Carolinas. The variety is called Cherokee Trail of Tears. I've never tried them before. I'm anxious to see what they look like. I got this corn from Pickerick too. I think it's called Bantam. I didn't really have any space for corn, but I decided to try these 6 in pots in containers to see how it turns out. I have some beets here. They're called Formanova. They're a long beet. Very sweet, great for pickles. I also have some Swiss chard. Neighbor's cat got into them, so there's a few missed spots, but I think there'll be plenty for us. A nice row of green beans. Beyond that, some stir-on onions. They haven't started bulbing up yet, but it shouldn't be long. I have a few tomatoes. They're doing quite well. I have 4 early girls, which I got from the nursery, but those in the back are San Marzano paste tomatoes. I started those from seeds on the windowsill, and they looked pretty puny, but they're really starting to look good. I have 6 of those. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I love making salsa, so I'm hoping for the best. These are seeds that I got from Ray Browning at the Praxis 55712 channel. They're the Prax Cherry. I have 4 of these that I started inside. They're starting to take off, but they're slow going. They're supposed to be a tall cherry tomato, but I'm not sure. I didn't use his Prax method, but I like to see how they grow. I'm looking forward to seeing them. If they're good, I'll save some seeds for next year. This is one called Homestead that I got from Pickerick from the Carolinas. Only one of them took. I tried starting 3, but only one of them took. So this is an heirloom variety apparently, so it looks pretty healthy. I got a pack of those wildflowers from the Save the Bees. So I just threw them in here to see how they would grow. Anything to attract the bees, but there's a lot more bees here this year. I think it's because we had a mild winter. I'm trying homegrown veggies method of planting carrot seeds in a 10-inch pot. This was an ice cream container. Put holes in the bottom with a drill. Looks good. They're growing. Kind of a novelty. I'm happy with them. These are a few cabbage and cauliflower that I started on the windowsill. Put them in pots. They're looking really, really good. I'm quite pleased with these. I did this last year too. Worked nice. I put this netting over because we have the cabbage moth here. These are some that I actually direct seeded into the ground. They looked a little raggedy at first, but they're picking up. They're underneath a tree, so I'm sure the tree roots are sucking some of the nutrients from the soil, but they might do okay. I have a few pots of potatoes, different varieties. Some are russets left over from last year. There's one called Aramosa, which is an early potato, but it's susceptible to scab, so it's better in the pot. Another one was called Colorado Rose, something like Colorado Rose. Anxious to see what that looks like. And then I have another with the Kennebec, which is really bad for scab, so I knew I couldn't put it in the garden. I'm trying it in this pot to see what it turns out like. They're quite large pots, so I'm hopeful. All my cucumbers were direct seeded. So we have the cucumber beetle here, so I'm trying to protect them. The 3rd leaf is just starting to come on. So I got these little net things over them. One of them is a pickling cucumber. The other 3 are just regular cucumbers. They didn't all fire, but I think there's going to be enough. Okay, that's my garden. I'll bring you another update later on when things are looking better. Bye for now.